LifeSpring Kids. We're gonna bring you a lots of fun things to do.
Yes, we are. It's so good to see you. We're here just at home. I hope you're all at home staying safe. I hope you're managing to find things to occupy yourselves. Jackson, do you have anything to say?
I hope you have a nice time.
Okay, so we're going to get started. Kids, that you are really special to God and He has an amazing plan for you. And actually, we all fit together like one big puzzle. We're all unique and we all have a part to play. So we're all each like a different puzzle piece and we have a part to play in God's plan. And He has such good plans for you. He's got a hope and a future for you. And even in this time when things are a bit tricky and maybe you're fed up of not going to school or not seeing your friends, actually God has a plan for you and has special, unique things for you to be doing and for you to be part of, even in this strange time we're living in at the moment. So today we are going to look at the Good Samaritan and see what part the Good Samaritan played. The parable of the Good Samaritan. So the parable is a story that Jesus told to give a message. So, okay, ready? So one day a man said to Jesus, "Master, what must I do to gain heaven?" Jesus said, "What do the scriptures say? Love thy God with all your heart and mind and body, and love your neighbour as yourself." "Yes, you answered correctly," said Jesus. "Do you do this and you will gain eternal life." "That is all right," said the man, "but I do not understand this thing about the neighbour. Who is my neighbour?" Jesus said, "A man who is going on a journey from Jerusalem to Jericho, and on the way he was set upon by robbers. They took his money and clothes and beat him mercilessly for resisting to part with his belongings, and left him for dead on the highway. Some time later, a priest from a nearby synagogue came that way. When he saw the traveller lying on the road and bleeding and groaning, he muttered a prayer and hurried away. Then a townsman came by. He was startled by the sight of the bloodied and moaning traveller lay on the path. Guessing that the unfortunate man had been robbed, and not wishing to suffer the same fate, he nimbly stepped aside and went on his way. Some time had passed, and then a Samaritan, this is someone who lived in Samaria, came riding by on his donkey. He was in a great hurry, but he saw the traveller lying on the road and writhing in pain. He at once stopped to help. He washed the man's wounds with whatever little water he had, bandaged them, hoisting the man up onto his donkey, took him to the nearest inn. There he arranged board and lodgings, treatment for him, told the innkeeper he would pay for his return journey whatever extra money he spent on the man, and hurried away to make up for lost time. "Now tell me," said Jesus to the man who was questioning him, "which of these three men behaved like a neighbour?" "The Samaritan," said the man. "He showed fellowship and kindness of the neighbour to the total stranger." "Do likewise," said Jesus. "Every man in need is your neighbour." So Jesus is saying there that even if you're friends, even if you don't know somebody, even if maybe they're somebody you don't really like, they're still your neighbour and you still need to love them. And that Samaritan played his part in that story. He gave up his time and actually, like the traveller probably and the Samaritan probably would not have been friends at all, and yet the Samaritan didn't cross the road and didn't ignore it. He went and took the man somewhere that he could get help and helped him. There's a plan for you that only you can do, because you are special and unique and there's only one of you, and it is the best plan for you, and you can really trust him that he has that plan for you. Okay, now so we're going to get on with our craft for today. Now I need my helpers back in, so I'm going to go. So for your craft today, we're going to make little puzzle piece faces and stick them on a piece of paper. If you don't know what I mean, I'm going to explain it all, don't worry. So first of all, we need our puzzle pieces, okay? So to do that, what we've done is we've used some card, like from an old cardboard box.
And Mummy's cut puzzle pieces out, and now you have to colour them in any sort of colour, but all they have to be different colours.
Yeah, so we're using puzzle pieces because every puzzle piece is unique, okay? So that shows, our special unique thing. So I've got some puzzle pieces just from one of the puzzles. If you don't have any puzzles, you can just draw a puzzle piece type shape. And what, if you can see here, I just drew round it on this piece of cardboard and then cut it out. Mommy, so we've got a load here that we've cut out.
Where's mine on colouring?
So those are Bessie's. So what Bessie and Jackson are now doing is they're decorating them, and they're going to colour them in, and they're going to make them into faces.
Here's mine.
So we found a few googly eyes to make into faces.
Here's mine that you can trigger mine.
Oh yeah, Bessie's coloured a bit in and stuff, so you can make them all different, colour them in. You might have pom-poms that you could put for noses, or if you just have felt tip pens or any sort of pens, that's absolutely fine. Just use what you have to make faces. No, we need to do some more colouring on this now, Jackson. And then when we finished, I've written this little sentence on the bottom of this piece of paper. This is Jackson's paper, and it says, "I am unique and I can be used by God." And we're going to stick our puzzle pieces on here, and then you can put them up on your wall. Unique.
Unique, and I can be used by God. Bye!
Thank you very much for watching. We hope you have a really good Sunday afternoon and the rest of your week.
Don't see mine.
Okay, and Jackson doesn't want you to see his. He's going to stop. You're going to say bye, Jackson?
Bye-bye!